we are back, having been presented with a gift of a rather large bag of dog food. Our cabal must now decide what tactic they're going to take in retrieving the spirit egg from this mysterious lily. Now, what are your current thoughts? Hugo Pérez, for instance. What are you? Is this something you want to pursue?
For the most part, I'm down with whatever Marjorie's down for.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
Yeah.
Now, Steve tells you go into a local cafe called the Court of Cups. Don't let them get you into their drama, okay? And don't mention my name because they're not thrilled that I'm living here. But if you head in there, give them the dog food, I'll give you the information. I'm pretty sure they know where Lily is. I think they've had dealings with her. But Let me tell you, like, when she left, 2 of my guys left. And I don't think they went willingly. They weren't the kind.
Like you mean alphas?
They weren't alpha. Well, they were alphas. And they didn't even like Lily. They wouldn't have just run away with her, you know? She took him. There was
a 5'3" girl took.
Look, I'm a vampire, all right?
That's what you said.
I know what it looks like when people are being drained of blood. And I know she was preying somehow on my boys.
What the fuck kind of charnel ass house are you operating here, Steven?
I'm playing the hand I dealt. The rent it's really reasonable.
Yeah, because there's a lot of hidden fees.
Well,
apparently
we can work together, and
you're weird.
You know, some of those. You know, we're already solving problems, right?
We are solving.
Together.
Yeah, we are solving problems. But there's a bifurcation. On one side of it is you. I'm done with it already. Actually, this is not a vital use of my caloric reserves. Right?
Do what you need to do, but this is. Go in there. Don't go without the dog food. As soon as they see you with it, they'll know what you're there for.
Weird. But I'll snatch up the dog food.
What's the dog food for? Are they werewolves now? This Court of Cups?
It's like a tribute.
Tribute?
It's like to be polite, you know? She likes you to bring her dog food. She has a lot of dogs. This is really premium stuff.
I'm so weirded out, but
I did not study as long as I did to reach the rank of Adeptus in my order to pay tribute to anybody.
Hey, if you can find Lily your own way, go for it. This is how I
can
would
and I will.
her.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well,
there's nothing we cannot do.
Take the dog food. If you don't need it, you don't need it. Or I can just take it and put it in the van if you want.
Eat it for all I care. Like kick it at him.
I'll take it. I mean, I'll take it. I'll hold it. Obviously, with the frame, I'm not going to touch it with my skin. But, yeah. I mean, I'll head back down, and then while I'm on my way out, I'm just going to pull up Court of Cups on on Google Maps.
Yeah, they're on Google Maps. They're on Yelp. Not
where are they? It's a Ballard.
They're very very nearby. Yeah, they're in Ballard, and it's a small coffee shop. The coffee is apparently absolutely fucking atrocious.
That's what it says on the list.
Yeah, the night barista is rude. They do serve. They do have a full bar, which is pretty rare, and they're open all night, which is so. There comes a
vampires. More vampires. More Hugo.
It's
Hugo, what are we gonna do?
It's chock-a-block with vampires around here. It's lousy with them.
He was just kind of itchy.
Now, after this, shower. Shower.
Flossie's interested in the bar.
Yeah, absolutely. I assume they've got a maybe if they're open super late, they might be one of those Ballard spots that has like the pie window or whatever out front, like the taco window they have over on on Market. Okay.
What time of day is it currently?
It's now about 7 to 8 p.m. So it's not super late.
But they'll be there. They'll be in operation.
Yeah.
Yep.
I assume it's
I mean,
just
it
walking
says
distance.
they're open all night.
Yeah.
Like, one of the things it says in their features is we're the only people open. So, like, at a certain point, if you want coffee, you want somewhere to sit, like, this is your only option. There's not that many all-night coffee places.
Yeah.
They're opposite what used to be a Starbucks, but that's closed down. So, yeah, not a lot of options.
I know where it would be. So it's centrally located then, if it's where the Starbucks was. So, so we can beat feet over there.
Okay. So you bring the dog food and you go into the Court of Cups. It's a walk. No one particularly looks at you holding a lot of dog food. You do notice that there are some dogs watching you, strays, as you approach.
Typical Ballard. Packs of roving dogs.
A lot of murders.
I feel right at home.
Feral dog tribes. That's what Ballard's known for.
Yeah. This is definitely the Ballad of the World of Darkness.
Yeah. Exactly.
But you enter. It's a kind of a hole in the wall place. But there's a bartender / barista behind the bar, polishing a shotgun. She has kind of long red hair. She looks like she can handle herself. You would imagine that this is probably the unfriendly barista that you've heard of. And she looks at you and goes, "So you want coffee or what?"
I actually read that the coffee was bad.
Look,
is that
those
wrong? Is that
people
bad?
Who said that? I have been on a course since those reviews, but they don't take him down and say, "Oh, Loretta's been on a course." They just that's up there forever now, even though it's a lie now. You're having coffee, and she starts.
No. Okay. All right, fair enough. I'm saying this is an opportunity. The only way to break through this, algorithmically, is with an influx of great reviews. I can offer you as many as 4 good reviews right here in exchange for good coffee. Now, while you were working on that, this is dog food. I don't know if that matters to you. Hopefully it does. That'll clarify things for me a lot.
Take a seat. She takes the dog food.
I scroll up on my phone and I say, "Fast service."
I'm gonna take a look at her gun. I'm a bit of a gun nerd myself.
Okay, yeah, sure. It's a pretty nice gun.
Yeah,
Like,
I say that. I'm like, what is that? What kind of shotgun you got there?
That's a Benelli.
Oh
Jesus
yeah, I prefer
Christ.
the Marco Polo 13 myself.
Well, it's not bad either.
Well, if you can deal with a light trigger, sure. But I like to be able to work at a number of different ranges. It's kind of important.
Look at that. A little bit of rust developing on the thing there, and I kind of let's start pointing out.
Well, I mean, I was cleaning it.
All right, but see, the fluid you're using is you don't want to use that. When you want to use is the Westinson, much better. My gun collection back home, I use that. It's fantastic. See this
You're
finish
making
here?
Westinson money?
And then as I put my finger across the barrel of her gun, I want to turn it into wood because I don't want to have to worry about this later.
Do you have I don't think
I have matter.
Oh, you have matter
Oh, yeah.
perceptions, but you're not able to transmute matter with one sphere, I'm afraid.
I could do it, but I don't want to.
Fair.
God damn it. I just don't like this girl having a shotgun on us.
She's put the shotgun down because she needed to do that to make you the coffee.
Oh.
But anyway, she's like, you have your shotgun conversation. She's like, you want me to give this to the person, right? Like, that's why you bought the dog food.
Let's say yes.
But not because it's a tribute.
Nope.
Sure.
Say that.
Yeah.
When you give
Hugo,
it, say it's not a tribute.
Ugo can pick up what Marjorie's putting down with this conversation. So he sort of reaches under the shirt a little bit, or just feels for the crucifix, and notices that while the conversation is happening, this person is still attempting to clean. So I just want to affect probability that she accidentally flicks something or does something that makes the gun malfunction a little bit next time she tries to use it.
Okay, sure. So I'm going to call that. That's going to be affect predictable patterns. That's you're ruining the mechanism of this gun, and it can actually be harder for a simple object like a gun. There's less things that can go wrong, but it does happen. Since you're using your focus, I'm going to say that you're using your insight in this situation. You're kind of working through Loretta in order to make this happen. And go ahead and roll me your insight plus your arete. This is happening at a range.
Okay.
So give me one paradox die. But otherwise, this is coincidental.
And while Hugo's doing the roll, I put my hand on Marjorie's shoulder and I say, if at any point I feel as though that device will be leveraged in a hostile context against any member of our group, the sun will rise in battle.
It's not going to be necessary, thankfully. That's 4 successes.
30 paradox dice.
4 successes. 1 is a crit, not on the paradox dice.
Perfect.
Okay, so you're going to accumulate a opponent paradox point.
It wasn't on the paradox.
It wasn't on the paradox dice.
It wasn't on the paradox dice?
No.
Okay.
2 8s and a 6.
You have plenty of successes. You are fucking well aware that this shotgun is now could be perhaps used as a bludgeoning weapon.
Okay.
But that's about it.
It's now 40% chocolate.
Yeah, this is doing
compromised.
nothing. Loretta,
I also would like to take this moment to say to Moxie did I just call Francesca Void Moxie?
Yeah.
I was gonna say
However you want to do it.
I appreciate your Moxie. Is what I was gonna try to say. I just called you Moxie instead.
Either way.
Could have been worse. Could have been Doxy.
Yeah. True.
You guys gonna take a seat and wait, or
why not?
So you take a seat. A little while later, someone comes out. She's short, wearing an extremely rough hoodie. Looks like it's seen better days. Jeans with holes in them, and there is just coming out of the front of this hoodie a massive red hair. Completely like absolute skin and bones, but you
It's
can
like
barely
some
see.
Brave type shit.
Yeah, it's like Slash in the middle of his guitar solo. There's no face.
Like Cousin It.
How can I help you?
We're looking for someone named Lily who took something, and we would like to return it. That's the extent of our business.
You're looking for Lily?
That's the optimal outcome.
Little goth chick.
What are you gonna do to her?
Not a young
with
girl.
her.
Obviously.
Good
And I laugh.
fucking luck.
I smile. I'm like, little old lady. I smile. Just gonna have a wee little chat.
Well, honestly, I would love to know why everyone is so scared of her. I mean, I understand aside from some questionable sartorial choices, they're not on the danger curve.
I'll tell you where Lily is for free.
Oh,
I'll tell
marvelous.
you for a favor to be granted in the future.
We brought you your food, didn't we?
Oh, that just got you the meeting.
I look at Flossie and Hugo.
It's got a lot of spirit.
I'll tell you what she is for a favor. That's no big deal. You want to know what she is? That's $5,000.
I mean, how bad do we want to know, Mr. Moneybags? I looked at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down to
Asking
700,
Hugo to
so-
pay a
sorry.
freaking undead abomination.
I mean, like,
There's an ATM in the store, so
Well, ATM, what we need is we need to take you up to Sala's,
5,000.
up on 15th. No, Sala's up on 24th. They got the lottery tickets. I mean, we can handle this pretty fast, I think.
you don't have
Wouldn't-
to pay me now. It's fine.
be that
we'll take it
difficult.
on account.
Yeah.
How
I
are you
say-
guys? How are you guys finding the big house?
I find it. This is sort of a flex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, well, there's some structural issues.
Yeah, I've heard.
we a bit crowded.
Yeah, they're good guys though. Like, I'll tell you something else for free. There's no dodgy stories coming out of that place. It's as frats go. That's they're clean living boys. But yeah, I'll tell you where Lily is, and that's a favor. The 5,000. You look. I'm not expecting you to have that on you. That wouldn't be reasonable.
So you want a favor and 5,000.
Yeah, the favor is to tell you where Lily is. The 5,000 is to tell you what Lily.
Listen here, wee lass. I could crack your noggin open like a skull, just like a walnut, and get the information like this. Why would I pay you 5,000?
By all means.
I could make you think you're a very special episode of Blossom. I went a little Indian there. That's okay.
That's great. Like, it's very easy from
yeah.
Scottish.
It is better than people remember.
My embryonic is a talent.
Yeah.
She is.
No, my umbilic is a factor, and obviously Joey has left us all with something incredible.
This young lady says, by all means, but you came here asking for something from me.
Right, and your price is quite frankly ridiculous.
By all means, don't pay it. You guys just want the address?
I
Here, I'm gonna Francesca Void will look down consideredly and look up and say, "I will owe the favor."
Sounds good to me, Miss Void.
It's about the
Dr. Void.
It's
I
about the
will-
principle. It's about the principle.
I
Francesca.
will owe the favor.
This kid
Favor is a localized
this
phenomenon.
Whippersnapper is ripping you off. It's about
Well,
the principle.
I understand. I understand.
Oh, it's worth
Obviously,
every penny.
the order. Obviously, the order of Hermes. You're always deeply resistant to the concept of a geisha. I understand. You're
Order
not.
of Hermes.
I understand.
Is that like? Well, I guess I do know a wizard.
No, I say no. It's like
Wizard is our word, not
You-
yours.
no, it's very much a you shall not pass type Balrog sort of situation. Don't fuck with her is the
Yeah.
And have
No.
Okay.
poor Hugo owing this creature of the night a favor.
No one-
Francesca, if you're going to take on that burden,
owes a favor
I suppose you can, but
except me.
it's wrong.
There's no force on earth I can't master.
All right.
I think it would behoove us to know more about this Lily person if so many people are afraid of her. Or what?
I'll
she
tell you
is.
this for free.
Do you have a PowerPoint
not-
presentation or?
If you're not afraid of Lily, then you definitely don't know who Lily is.
I mean, that's obvious. That's why we're here.
So what do we have a deal, Dr. Void?
Yes. I will owe the favor, and I will master the favor as I have mastered every other force I've come in contact with.
And are you interested at all in the other information?
Oh, like what she is?
Yeah.
I would like to know what she is. I don't really have $5,000 on me. As you can see, it's a little harder for me to earn money.
Yeah. You what's going on there? You like a vampire kid or something? I'm just asking.
Can I reach into my pocket, pull out a pack of cigarettes, and then do some juju to make this person think it's a stack of money?
Yeah, you sure can.
I'm gonna do it.
Absolutely.
I don't care if I paradox it and blow up.
Okay, so
Whoa.
you are touching
no one's
that-
paying this kid $5,000 for information that's not worth $5,000. Scottish grandma will not have it.
Okay.
We brought the dog food. That was the deal.
So that's create impression. That's a 2-sphere effect. Now you are I'm gonna say you're doing it at range because you're affecting her mind.
Mm-hmm.
You're not affecting the cigarettes. The cigarettes are staying completely as they are.
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing that at range. It's coincidental. So I'm gonna say it's just the 1 paradox dice added to this.
Okay.
And as for the are you using your master of the occult to do this?
Mm-hmm.
There's some magic words, etc.
Yeah.
So give me a occult plus a ret, and you're trying to beat a difficulty of 2. I should say as well, I like to introduce something here because there is something on your character sheets called quintessence.
Mm-hmm.
That is something you can use at any time. You have 3 points in it.
Mm-hmm.
To reduce the difficulty of a roll by 1. Maybe not necessary now. You got plenty of dice.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine with this. I'm just letting you know that that's an option. And in order to recharge your quintessence, you will need to rest. Take a long rest
If you
at
will.
a node, a source of magical power.
6, 7. I got 7 successes.
Are you for real?
It's a goddamn gold bar.
Yeah, he just shoved this gold bar up his ass.
You drop this gold bar in front of this creature.
Yes. Toss it on the table.
Did you get any zeros on any paradox dice?
No, I got 1 success on the 1 paradox.
Okay.
Mhm.
And she's actually completely taken aback. Fuck it. Lily's a were spider.
What?
But that's not one of the kinds.
That's a kind.
That's not one of the wares, my
That's
friend.
a kind. I've seen it.
Mm-mm.
It is fucked.
No.
So I'm telling you, if you're going there to start
yeah.
a fight, don't.
I mean, I will believe
But if you kill her, tell her I said hi. If you
Before.
win. But you won't.
beforehand.
So we're talking 2 tons of arms and fangs. Drinks blood, if that helps.
I don't think so.
And takes this surprisingly light gold bar and sort of hauls it into a hoodie pocket.
Enjoy.
And part of that many successes, you're not no matter what, she doesn't see anything weird about this. This makes perfect sense to her.
You don't wonder. No one wonders at all.
Yeah.
No, we are fooled. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, where'd she come with that gold bar?
Damn. It's like-
We got
it's-
splash
Yeah, but
damage
you got
from
that
this.
many successes that everyone is
Yeah.
like, Jesus.
You got to stop paying for shit. Because apparently Marjory is loaded as hell.
Yeah.
Everyone's got to have a rich friend
You
who
say,
pays for
"Gee,
shit. I have
Marjorie,
one.
you're pulling out of that 401k? Wow.
No comment.
So yeah, she lives here, loft apartment, nice couple, live below. Knock on the door, tell you there to see Lily, or approach it how you want. But she's formidable. Knows a lot about the occult, so you guys will get on.
Perfect. Well, it seems like that's an interesting bit there, Patrick. It's so it seems like encountering her in a place where she can't actually do the other thing. Encountering her in a fixed
Cage.
space.
Can you cage her? Francesca, can you cage her, Francesca? Is Dogfood still here or has Dogfood left?
Dog food wants to know if there's is
Oh.
waiting until you tell her that you're
Oh.
done.
Well,
Ta.
yeah, exactly. I'm going to try the coffee so I can do my review.
Oh.
Sure. You are presented with coffee. Dog food says, Loretta, coffee. And then she just leaves. She's got a fucking gold bar to look after. She's
Yeah, exactly.
thrilled.
She's gonna put it in
She's
her
trying
nest
to play it
and sit on
cool, but this doesn't actually really happen very often. Where
It just
everything
works.
comes up Millhouse for dog food is not. This is not a regular occurrence.
All right, so So I
Sorry. I'm just feeling very extra cheeky right now.
you have to 7 successes. It doesn't
Imagine when
happen.
she goes and shows that to the rest of everybody. Like, look at this gold bar. It's a pack of cigarettes.
It's gonna be amazing.
It's going to be amazing.
I feel like the
temporarily.
players
Grumpy old
bringing
woman.
something to that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a
It sounds like
grumpy
this
old
is something
woman.
that always happens to dog food. Actually,
Now, so
Yeah,
I will look
good
at it. Tell me about the nose
I'm sorry.
for the coffee.
Oh, it's pretty nice. You would suspect Ethiopian.
Okay. All right.
There is some art. There's a
Really?
little Quarter Cups logo on the top of the art. Yeah,
Okay.
Reddit's
All right.
done a
Well,
pretty good job.
I was just gonna say, and that's, I mean, anybody can do the leaf, right? That's not that crazy. This
No,
is
a Quarter
impressive.
Cups logo, which is
I like this.
Yeah,
I'll tip it back. What are we looking for here?
it's
I mean-
it's decent coffee.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
not as bad as you've heard. Maybe Loretta was telling the truth when she said that they'd gotten better, and the reviews didn't quite reflect that.
Later on, I'm gonna thumb the algorithm for them a little bit.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
they've been ill-treated here.
Yeah, absolutely. So, with your dark business concluded, you can of course enjoy the atmosphere of the Court of Cups for as long as you please. This is a world of imagination. But where
Put
would
my
you?
hand on Hugo's shoulder and I say, "See all these innocent people sitting here? Half of them are gonna get eaten." And then I just take a sip from my coffee cup.
50 to 80% of them. Yeah, just the first year.
the wheel must continue to turn.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel. So we know where it is. We know that she's downstairs. We know that she has an egg, and we know that she is 80 to 90% spider.
Mhm.
Is that correct?
Do
Have
I
assessed it?
know? Because he did say she's into the occult. Y'all will get on. The
Mhm.
occult's a little bit my bag.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can I sit here and plumb the long memories of my brain again and try to see if I know anything about? Because
Yeah.
I, as a player, do, but I don't know if.
Yeah, sure. This is a difficulty. I'm going to say this is difficulty 5 roll. This is
Okay.
even for mages, where
Mhm.
spiders are pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty obscure.
Inside baseball.
Arcane.
I'm going to say that's your intelligence plus your occult.
Can I use one of those points you just mentioned?
Quintessence.
Quintessence, that would be for a magic roll.
Ah.
Yeah.
Can I use my mind
Jasmine.
to buff my roll?
You sure can. Let's do it. Why not?
Okay, I'm gonna do my mind palace trick
Here.
again.
So
now, can she use quintessence to affect the mind spell
Well,
she's about to cast that would then?
the mind spell is 1 difficulty,
Mm.
and 1 is the minimum that it can go to.
Oh,
But otherwise,
Boo.
right.
There's no reason.
actually,
And
you know
this
what?
one,
I would
if we
let
have-
you spend quintessence to get an automatic success on that roll.
I think so. Do I get to add the number of successes from using mind to
Yeah.
the? So I think that would
Mhm.
probably be more beneficial than a quintessence because it's a difficulty of 5, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do I roll for?
So just go ahead and roll your. If you want to do a full ritual and or
Do we
rather
have
use your focus and spend
Fellow
some time on
Cabal?
it. It's a little bit like more obvious that you're pulling some shit, but
Mhm.
fucking weird stuff happens at the Court of Cups.
Mhm.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna sit
Then-
there.
So in that case, I'm going to say that is your arret rating plus your occult. It is a and you're using empower self.
Three successes.
Okay, so now roll me your intelligence plus occult. You have 3 successes already. Oh no, sorry. Add those 3 dice to your roll.
Okay, so
So you've got a total of 5. You got rolling 9 dice.
oh, that's okay. Yeah, okay. So many dice. I got 6 actually. Yes.
You got 6 successes.
Mhm.
So you do know, like,
It's the number of the beast.
Mm-hmm.
if it weren't for the spell you cast on yourself, you have to really go back to every book you've ever read
Oh
Yeah.
man, there's gonna be some weird ass story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So you know some things about were spiders. They're extremely poisonous.
Makes sense to me.
They're known to they can wrap people up in webs that have the tensile strength of steel. You don't really know that much in the way of weaknesses other than fire.
Yeah, I convey this to the group, but like Francesca said, it's not pleasant because this is like part of my ritual. So I sit there and I say, gather round.
Oh
Back
no.
in the day, there was tale of a creature of the night who feasts upon the blood of man, and she binds them in webs of steel. Oh, children of the Anansa, they called her.
Yeah. So you do know about Queen Anansa, who is the kind of the totem spirit of the Ananasi, as they call themselves. You know that it can be dangerous to like the Ananasi don't like each other, but they don't like people who fuck with other Ananasi.
I tell them all this over the course of 30 minutes.
And you know that even by the standards of mages, the command of the occult for the occult is an obsession, and they're inscrutable. It's very, very difficult to tell what an Ananasi is thinking, what they're after. A lot of the time, they don't know. They're just following orders to the best of their ability.
Yeah, I lay all of that information on the three of you.
Seems like a lot.
Over the course of 30 minutes. There's rambling, there's anecdotes put in, a story about a young girl who gave in to her hubris, a war between mages and
part of the magic
spiders.
is siphoning off the life energy of your compatriots through the story.
Or no, sorry, Flossie just got high during this whole time.
So this story is getting really good by the end.
Yeah, it's super good. It's like I'm just sitting here like this, like
a little bit of drool coming out.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
fire.
We're in luck, actually. Fire. I never knew if it was going to come. I never knew if it was going to come up. But I did invent a spider destroyer.
Okay.
So bully for us, I guess. This is going to be a very straightforward process, I think.
Okay. So you're going to head to the address?
I say yes, and halfway through I say I should say that the spider destroyer does also destroy other things.
I was waiting for that caveat.
Yeah. It's bad.
Does anyone want to make any preparations or anything before you enter? It's a nearby townhouse. It's 2 stories. It looks like it's kind of like an apartment on top of another apartment. But the two are connected by an internal hallway.
I'm just gonna make sure I have my revolver.
Yeah, sure. You have your revolver.
Oh, traditional.
I would like to make sure to have my gun as well.
Flossie has her deagle. And Hugo, are you strapped?
Always strapped.
Especially in the back.
With the power of Jesus.
Jesus.
What else do you need?
Oh, I was gonna say, could I? Flossie would like to maybe pop an edible so she doesn't have to worry about consuming if some stuff.
No, exactly. You want that, and
I want
you want to give it that 20 minutes.
Yeah, I want it to hit me slow later, just in case I need it.
Yeah, 100 milligrams.
So I'm gonna say you're gonna basically preload that.
Yeah.
So when it comes to it, you can simply do a roll where it would otherwise perhaps have been an oh shit roll.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you how are you going to approach this? You could simply knock at the door.
Can I just sense maybe how many life forms there are?
Sure. Just go ahead and roll me. Is that going to be your streetwise roll? You can. You're high as fuck. So roll me your streetwise plus a ret because you are just bonkers high.
And then the 2 permanent.
Yeah.
Paradox.
But also, I'm going to add. You're going at range. You're going at a pretty big range. So 5 total paradox.
5 total paradox. How many dice total again?
That is your streetwise plus your ret, which is 7 dice.
Thank you.
guys have been really lucky with the paradox. I'm wondering if I need to tweak this.
No, we just got lucky. If you tweak it, they'll be fucked.
4 successes.
4 successes. Okay, so you can see the life forms. There's that kind of slightly squirrely effect. The life and something else is in the apartment above, and below 2 life forms in somewhat weaker health, like 2 older people. In the
So
below.
essentially, those are the wrapped up juice boxes.
Potentially.
Yes.
I convey this information. It's like there's like that weird foggy feeling like the Sax guy gave me, and I think that's the egg or whatever. And then like there's 2 like old people, I think.
Can we just?
Why did you say old people like that?
I mean like it's like their life
You know what I
force
mean?
doesn't feel as strong.
What does my
Useless.
life force feel like?
Do you really want to know? I mean, I could probably
Well,
tell
then.
you when you die. Do you want that?
Marjory,
really
while this happens, your phone goes off.
What? Now?
Just a notification, but it's really insistent. And you look at it, and it's from an app that you don't remember installing. It says
this newfangled thing.
I was going to say, you are an old person, so it wouldn't be on mute.
It says Twitch.tv. Dexter Delacour has gone live.
Oh!
And it opens without you pressing anything.
Oh no.
And a video plays.
In a comical fashion, I'm like, Dexter! I swear before the stars.
And you see your hated enemy, Dexter Delacour. And he says, "What is up, everybody? It is your boy, Dexter Delacour. I just here to play some video games for all of you.
Do you know how to
Remember, all of my fans, that being old is disgusting and being young is parfait. Now, we are going to play Among Us.
Turn it off. Turn it off. I put my phone at one of the young people.
Viewers.
Put it on. Please.
I help.
Now,
I help.
now everyone in this house is alerted to our
You know not what this man has put me through.
The door opens a crack, and an old man looks out and says, "You okay, dear? Everything
I'm
all
sorry,
right?"
I'm having a wee bit of an attack. Could I come in for a glass of water?
Oh, well, you surely can, but I just want to. Do you need me to call someone?
Perhaps.
Sure. Well, come on in. Come on in. Make yourself welcome.
Oh, it's easy.
Margaret, we got some guests.
Oh, it's easy.
This young lady is feeling a little faint.
He called me young. How old is he?
He's probably in his 70s, but he's a fucking gent. You know, he's never gonna.
Okay.
He's not gonna say this.
I was gonna say he only has like
I promise
5 years on me.
these men exist.
Okay.
Say, can we get her just a nice sip of lemonade, Margaret? And you hear, "Oh, you sure can. Come on in."
So they own the house proper.
Yeah.
That Lily is the basement, like a literal basement dweller.
This is the ground floor, so she's up.
Oh, okay. So Lily's up high?
Yeah.
There we go.
You guys gonna go and sit down?
Well, I was gonna say, are they they're distracted, like helping, right? Like getting lemonade and whatnot. Yeah. And I'm relatively small. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You're also.
I want to go detect where the egg is. Like, I just kind of look over at everyone going to sit down or whatever in the kitchen.
So give me your dexterity and stealth.
Okay. I don't know what. Oh, yeah. Oh, it doesn't use paradox. So right?
Yeah, which is just 3 dice.
Okay.
And it's not a hard difficulty.
I got a 0 and a success.
Okay, so you got 2 successes. You got more than you need. You are able to slip back during the confusion, and have the run of the place. They didn't notice that there was a little girl there.
Okay.
So you hang back, and the floor is now yours. I'm assuming that everyone else is going to go into the lower apartment.
Well, yeah, we're her friend, and so of course we want to support her.
Yeah.
And so I'll extend my arm,
Yeah.
and we'll let you. You can hang on.
Well, now that's a heck of a device you've got on your arm there, young lady.
So do you read comics?
I must confess, I do not.
It's
I
from
know,
those.
I know our tenant does, but
Yeah,
not me. No.
It's from those. It's from a popular comic.
Oh, is it? Is it PAX time already?
Well, yeah, it is.
Well,
It's always PAX time somewhere.
yeah, of course. Tell you, my grandchildren love that show, as do my children. Now, I must attend to your friend now. Are you feeling okay, my dear? Have this sweet lemonade.
Is my phone stopped?
Your phone is still playing Dexter Delacour.
As long as it's going, I am going to be in distress.
Dude, it sounds like Orange might be sus.
I cannot bear to hear his voice. Turn it off.
Oh, well, I'm a leather worker. Let me take that off you. I have this fine leather box here. Let's put the phone in here. Close it. Can't hear a thing. I hate these devices. I'm sure that some of you like them, but I cannot abide them, I'm afraid. And you can't hear Dexter Delacour now through this wooden box.
What a comfort.
Just like lean over to you, Francesca, and I'm like, that's my rival.
So Flossie, you're the run of the place. Sorry.
No. It's Marjory, you understand that I can kill him through your phone.
Could you?
Yes.
I would like to. Can you add that to your itinerary?
Absolutely. 11:15 p.m.
11:15 p.m. Thank you.
This creature will find their doom. Now, the issue is that it's such a trivial process. I might do it by accident. So if it happens earlier than then, obviously I apologize.
Okay. As long it would be ideal if it happened on stream.
You could also turn off notifications, and I can show you how to do that.
No, he's done the witchcrafts on my phones.
Oh, he would have to get up pretty early in the morning to outwitch me on this one.
Okay.
So
right.
I promise you I can handle this, but he's dead tonight. So
all right.
Who
Yes.
cares?
Yes. Thank you.
No problem.
I take the lemonade.
When Marjory says witchcraft, Hugo does a sign of
sign?
the cross. But
that's not what we do here.
That is to mask him using his focus to boost Flossie's luck.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so let's.
Excellent.
Boom.
Excellent stuff. I'm going to call that Grant Fortune. So that's 3 spheres, and again, I'm going to say you're using your insight.
Yep.
So roll me your arret plus your insight. You're doing this at range, but it's coincidental. So just add the 1 paradox dice plus your. Did you achieve a permanent paradox earlier on? I forgot to put it down on your sheet.
Not yet.
Good.
No,
I would never
like most of my shit is coincidental, so thankfully.
Yeah. Okay.
You know. I got 3 successes.
Okay, that'll do it.
Jesus.
Flossie Cry, your critical threat is doubled. So now either a 9 or a 10 will function as a crit.
I heard the word threat, and I was like, is something going to blow up? Like, what?
Yeah, our foes.
For the rest
Flossie blows up.
The rest of this.
You got too good at it. Sorry.
Yeah.
So what are you doing while this distraction is taking place downstairs?
So I wanted to kind of use my, sense life or whatever to kind of like a homing beacon, kind of like maybe find where this feeling is coming from in the room to see if I can find it and take the egg.
So you can actually, perhaps I should have included this earlier. So in fact, I'm not going to even say you need to do a roll. I'm going to say this was covered by your earlier sensing of life here.
Okay.
There is an egg-shaped life, but it is upstairs.
I am upstairs though, right?
we're on the ground
You
floor.
haven't got it's in the apartment upstairs.
Oh, I
So you
thought
would
I
have
used my
to-
stealth roll to get up there.
But you use your stealth to get away from the crowd, essentially.
Exactly.
But if you want
Being
to
fair.
get into the apartment, you're probably gonna have to do some other stuff.
Oh, that's right.
The door is you can simply
try the door. Yeah, let me try. Is the door open?
The door's open. Yeah,
I go in.
you go in. Okay, it's pretty nice. It's obviously like it's on the style of a loft apartment. You know, on a 2-story building to call it a loft is perhaps a little grand.
Lofty.
You know, I'm not gonna blow your mind when I tell you like there's a lot of fucking cobwebs in this place. It looks like it's not being very well kept after. It's dark. It's somewhat musty. There's a room straight to your left with a large open door, and there seems to be a bedroom at the far end of the room, but it's not a huge place.
Can I sense like specifically
Spider.
where the egg may be?
Yeah, you can follow where it was when you, presuming it hasn't moved. You can follow it to where it was, which is in the fridge.
Great.
And is it there?
Are you gonna go over and check the fridge?
Yeah.
Well, first-
freshness.
I want to say, is there any other thing that is alive that I can feel up here
So
before I do
you would-
anything else?
there was something alive when you did the effect. You don't know where it is now.
So there was an additional life form to the weird foggy egg life form.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do not want to proceed.
Okay.
I have a phone, I assume, yeah?
Mhm.
Can I text Dr. Void and be like,
Did you take Dr. Void's number?
oh, I don't know. No, probably not. Never mind. I'm just gonna go
I'm
downstairs.
not that fucking mean.
Just-
Yeah,
just
you all exchange numbers.
Just airdrop me a file.
Yeah,
that says
so
what you want.
I'm just like
You can text Dr. Void.
I'm just gonna say, like, I think there's a creepy crawly still here.
Okay.
Okay. And now are you gonna approach the fridge, or are you gonna turn to leave, or
I'm not gonna go in there, so I'm gonna leave.
you've already opened the door and,
Oh,
and
yeah.
walked in, was my
Yeah.
understanding.
Exactly.
Oh
exactly.
yeah. Okay, so I'm in there. I'll just be like, I thought this was the bathroom. I'm just gonna say like,
Okay, sure.
You know,
So you're gonna turn
something.
around and leave.
Remember,
Yeah.
you have boosted rolls.
yeah. I
Yeah.
do, but I'm scared. Like I'm scared. Like there's a
You're
spider
so
in this
small and
bitch. Like,
sneaky, though.
okay, fine.
Oh, hi. Hi there, little girl.
It's too late now.
There's Lily. Standing
I was-
behind you, right as soon as you don't even know how she got there, but she did. Standing in between you and the exit, swaying from side to side. She looks much as she was described, like a low-flying storm cloud.
Yeah.
Wearing very goth attire. She has a tattoo of a spider. It's a little gaudy. Long black
Okay.
hair. Just genial looking, very friendly. She goes, "What brings you here?"
I was I kind of like not look her up and down in a mean way, but kind of just like where the hell did you come from? And I'm like, I was looking for the bathroom. I really got to pee. I drank a lot of lemonade.
It's right over there at the end. Help yourself. And she
Uh,
closes the door behind her.
like I'm in the apartment now.
Yeah.
Like with her.
Alone.
Alone. Okay. So I'll go to the bathroom.
Sure. You walk through to the bathroom. Let
And I
me. Is Flossie scared right now?
Not really scared because I mean, just kind of like, okay, this is alerted. Is that like
So I'm-
my
I'm
hair
gonna-
is up, but I'm not afraid. I don't think.
I'm going to call for a composure and a subterfuge roll, which is 5 dice for you. It's not a bad roll. At a difficulty of 2, to not sort of visibly lose your shit.
I got an 8, a 0, and a 6.
Okay, you got 3 successes. That's enough. You hold it together. Your heart's beating a little faster, but you walk through to the bathroom, open the door. It's a normal bathroom.
Mhm.
You gonna go in?
Yeah.
Sure, you go in. Presumably close the door behind
Yes, and lock it.
you and lock it. Perfect.
Hugo, mind is your thing, right?
It's the second
It's one of them. Yeah.
second thing.
It's one of them. Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out when
Yeah,
the
actually,
opportune moment
well,
is to
no,
sense.
No, I was just gonna say.
So
Well, because I just think it'll be a funny line because I want to try to get myself in position so that I can help
Mhm.
when as this scene falls apart. I say, Hugo, can you create a scenario by which these kindly older folks don't remember any of what's about to happen or what I'm saying right now? And then I apologize.
now is that
Excuse me.
are you doing the live action role playing? Is that
No.
what this is? Because I
No,
love your costume.
if only.
Marjory, I think these are live action role players
Yeah,
like our Nathan.
They're not going to be. They can't remember. It's getting more complicated now. I don't want them to remember what I'm saying now or what I previously said. In addition, the optimal scenario, I think, best outcome maybe for us is probably that they just think they watched a lot of Frasier. Maybe there was a Twilight Zone marathon.
I think with mine too, I can like cement or create impressions. So if you ride this line of Comic-Con bullshit, then I might be able to lock that in.
You can probably convince them that that's true. I don't think you could wipe their mind.
Wipe their minds. That's only mine too. So
okay. Excellent. Well, I see that you got this well in hand. And then I'm going to walk upstairs.
Oh, are you here to see Lily?
Would that be a problem?
Oh no, I hope she's in. She's in and out at all hours. She's a real night owl, our Lily. But she's a charming young girl. Please do tell her that there's lemonade.
Oh, I will. That'll be one of the many things.
Would you take a glass up for her? That'll be
excellent.
I hate to impose.
My pleasure.
My pleasure. A glass of lemonade for Lily and one for yourself.
It's chilled by the manipular frame to its optimal level.
It's gonna be good. Flossie, how are you reacting to you are now locked in the bathroom?
Yeah. I was trying to think of a way to use my time to
flavorful.
Can I freeze time?
Let's take a look.
I know I can fast forward and slow time.
You can slow it down a lot. You can rewind it a little bit. I don't know if you could freeze it.
Yeah.
And if you did, that's going to be like a lot of time stuff is going to be automatic permanent paradox.
Oh yeah, no, I know
because they wrote that in there so that you couldn't completely fucking ruin my life.
Right. I'm trying to think. I leave the bathroom.
The door doesn't open.
So I'm just stuck in the bathroom.
You're trapped, yeah.
You
just hear, there must be something wrong with the lock.
I text Dr. Void and say,
absolutely.
I'm in the bathroom. Trapped.
I can't I can't reply. And this is for Dr. Void. There's been a lot of stressful things. But this thing where I get a text and I'm holding 2 drinks, this is easily the worst thing that's happened. Out of all of these, this is actually the concern.
You can't even read it.
Yeah, it's just. So I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up and right now the door is closed. Right. I'm just gonna knock gently with the edge of the glass.
The door opens and you see Lily, who is exactly as you expected. She goes, "Hi. Is that for me?"
Well, one of them.
Hey, I'm Lily, by the way. Don't worry about me. I'm cool.
No, I know that's not true. But no, it's not personal. And I hand her the other drink.
Thank you.
I say it's not personal in any way, shape, or form. There's absolutely no there's no value judgment.
No, I'm cool.
No, I think that you are a novel organism, and
thank you.
And I respect that uniqueness.
Mm-hmm.
By the same token, you stole some shit from somebody I kind of like now. And so let me describe
like someone who would steal.
Yes.
Can I hear them talking? Sorry, not to interrupt.
You can hear kind of muffled voices. It's very muffled. It's more muffled than you would possibly anticipate from just a heavy oaken door.
So, very briefly, my thesis is as follows. You stole a ceremonial object, and I have every reason to believe that it'll be leveraged in some malevolent fashion. And again, I consider you a novel and unique organism that has novel and unique hungers.
No.
I don't have a problem with any of those things. But as soon as you enter the nimbus of my effect, it's inimical. Unfortunately, both of these things can't occur in the same space. So
you say I stole a ritual item. You'll have to forgive me. I will have to ask you to narrow that down.
Do you have you amassed something of a collection? It's like even at this juncture, Dr. Void is like, oh no, now I'm curious.
Do come in.
Briefly.
And she closes the door behind you.
Damn
Give me
it, now we're
a
completely
wits plus
separated.
awareness.
Yeah.
Me and Hugo are just watching our cabal disappear one
You're
by one.
downstairs
like-
going, now here is, as I say, Nathan, he is dressed up as, this was at his wedding, and he did it in full plate mail. Can you believe such a thing?
Yeah. So
We tried. We said, how about just the boots, Nathan? And he said, no, this is my LARP crew, and they're all going to be here to watch us be wed. And his Jocelyn is such a sweet thing that she said yes.
Right. So I have a success. I mean, I assume that's
Okay, you notice that there are heavy cobwebs everywhere, but the wall opposite the front door is absolutely caked in them. You've never seen webs this thick.
Right. Yeah. This is the context. I say, well, if you have a robust collection, I take a sip of the lemonade. If you have got, it sounds like you have quite a lot of objects. I'm only asking for one of the objects. I'm asking for, depending on the size of the collection, 1%, maybe even less of your total.
Well, that sounds very reasonable.
This has been my contention from the beginning.
Well, what are you looking for?
All we're looking for is the egg. And if you understood the amount of saxophone that we have been made to endure, you would understand.
Ricky?
He is he's having a terrible time. He has been emotionally ravaged by the artifact theft, unfortunately.
Well,
It's you know how it is. Well, I don't, but my assumption is that you know how it is because you took it, and you'll give it back in the near term.
I start jiggling the handle.
You know a funny thing?
I haven't heard one yet.
I don't even really need it.
See, that's what I thought.
I just took it so Ricky wouldn't follow me.
Well, you fucked up.
But if he wants it, well, now.
Because
Strong language.
there was one person who might have followed you, and now there are 4 here.
Well, let's get you your egg.
Meanwhile,
See?
downstairs, does let me break in here. Does Marjory want to get upstairs?
I do, and but I also kind of want to help you with this.
I mean, because I've
situation. Yeah.
These are
You're
older
in a
folks,
deep web of albums.
and like as older folks, I always want to talk about their health. I've got a 3 in medicine. I'm pretty high charisma. I'm a young, good-looking kid. I can probably tank this if you want to use the
easy.
restroom.
Yeah, I'm just gonna as you're like helping talk to them about their hips and their achy joints. I'm pretty
Honestly,
sure one of
you
them will
Because
probably
like
take
honestly,
off
this
their
is what I
shoe,
like to do anyway.
showing you something on their foot. Like I
Yeah.
think it might be a boil or a carbuncle.
Is
I
that
just
something?
grab
Is that
my
something that's
phone.
plausible? Patrick.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
easy.
So I'm not sure. Are you persuading them to?
Well, it's just I'm trying to
Narrow their
get their
focus.
attention, narrow their
Yeah.
focus by
Sure, and-
cluing in on any limps or.
Sure, and you want to kind of diagnose them with your skill in medicine.
Yes.
Is that it? Okay, so yeah, give me an intelligence plus medicine roll, which is 6 dice.
Cool. Any paradox in there?
No, this is
Not
a
yet.
non-magic roll.
Uh,
Flossie's been jiggling the handle of that door.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
nothing's fucking happening.
2
right
crits
now.
and 3 successes.
Okay, 3 successes. That's fine. So,
Yeah.
So how are you going to approach this? That is enough to successfully tell. You can tell that this person possibly is having some kind of problem with their leg. You suspect it might be gout.
I just ask him. I noticed a slight limp when you went to sit down, and just engage them.
Well, now this is my curse. Let me tell you, I've been having such a trouble with my leg. Are you a doctor or?
No, I'm not a doctor, but hopefully someday.
Yeah.
Just tell him about my paramedic work.
Well, I'm sure you can make it. You're clearly a very smart young man. I can tell that from just talking to you for a mere moment. And
I just sort of look at Marjory real quick.
I just
Hold on. Here,
grab
so-
my phone
yeah,
out of the leather case and start.
But Patrick, it's an elderly couple, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm here to tell you right now, as soon as Hugo brings up this gout, this problem, his wife is going to have a lot to say
Of course.
about what he has and has not done
Oh,
to resolve
not
this.
not
Because
enough,
they
I'll
were
tell you that.
supposed to go to Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, now, Margaret, I told you I'm not getting on a plane. And they are completely absorbed in telling you about their gout. Marjorie, you can, of course, leave should you choose.
Yeah. I grabbed the leather case with my phone in it. I'm keeping the case. It snuffs out the noise. And walk up the stairs. Try the handle.
Okay.
Does the door open?
The door does open, yeah. And Francesca is in there talking to Lily, who is everything that you expect. But Lily has just said to you, is saying to you as Marjorie walks in, she goes, take it and give it back to Ricky. If I realized that it will cause him such distress, I never would have taken it. I feel horrible now.
That's a lie. But
yeah.
that's because she can't help herself. Where's the kid?
She's using the bathroom.
I
so,
hit the door.
yeah. So
You hear a muffled banging from the bathroom.
And so Francesca this is the sort of thing that happens to Francesca sometimes. She's not conscious of something really clear and important and obvious that everyone else thinks of first. And having overlooked that, it's occurred to her that she might be in more danger than she thinks she was. And I turn to Marjorie and I say, 2 points. First, I think that we may be in more danger than I thought we were originally. Second, and I hold my finger up to the were spider.
So Lily's gone to get, while you're saying this, she's gone to the fridge to fetch
No,
the egg.
I would not let her. I would go full Gandalf on this and put myself between.
As she does it, I just got to do my second line. So
Go for it.
So, point 2. I'm a little embarrassed, but the Sun Crusher, the Nano Lathe, and the Spider Destroyer, it just starts to hum and glow. It's all the same machine. And I just extend it out toward Lily.
So
say, I don't know what's in there. I don't even know if it's a fridge. I made a lot of things that looked like fridges.
Knocking from the door, I would put myself in that hall between Lily and Flossie.
And Flossie?
Yeah.
Sure.
If I saw her moving that way while Francesca is loading up the machine, I would be like,
Lily stops, puts her hands up and goes, just heading to the fridge to get you your egg. Then I'm going to admit, I was a little scared.
Mm-hmm.
Let Flossie right out. It is Flossie, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you guys can take your egg and be on your way. I
say, Marjory, this tracks. They say that they are more scared of you than you are of them.
True.
This is something they say.
There's 3 of you. And you're in my house in the middle of the night. I'm just a young girl in the city. Please, let me get your egg. Take it
You were
back
going to eat her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who am I going to eat? Really? That's...
Yeah, I think so.
May I go
I'm
to my
sorry.
fridge?
I'm sorry.
Home?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Is that... have we painted were spiders with too broad a brush, Lily? Is that your contention?
Well, most people only know one. May I get you your egg? Or would you prefer that Flossie come out first? I feel like that would be more.
I would prefer for you to let the kid out. Or I can
I like
let
that.
the kid
Sure.
out.
She simply walks over and brushes the spider web away as though it were nothing and opens the door and goes,
Nice.
I'm sorry, little girl. I didn't
I'm not
realize
a little
you were
girl.
It's
of
a
course
thing.
not. You're a young
Just
woman.
like you're not a fucking human.
And I didn't realize that you were just here to take the egg. May I fetch it?
Yeah, I gesture to you, Flossie. Let's just get concentrated on one side of this room, please.
Yeah. I scurry over.
Sure. And Lily heads to the fridge, opens it, takes out the egg, which is in a kind of small glass case, as if for display.
Nice, like a Fabergé type
Says,
situation.
Now be very careful with it. It's fragile. Who would like to take it? Hands it to Marjory. Now. The egg is free.
Oh, God. You want dog food too?
Would you like to know more? Oh, I wondered who sent you. Yeah. So she told you where I live. Okay. I'll remember that.
Lily will remember that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Says, how would you like to know a little bit more about the animal house? Now, for that, I'll take a boon.
And they're boons. And they're favors.
Is this a magic
And
thing?
they're-
I don't. What is this?
I could do with knowing a couple of mages.
Is it a microtransaction? I mean, I don't.
No, it's just a favor.
Oh,
Bitcoin? Is that what's happening?
I was just gonna say, I can tell you about Bitcoin. You won't like
But
it.
if not, you guys can leave. Of course, you don't need to know what I'm selling. I just thought you might want to know a little bit more about how I came to be at the Chantry.
Lily, let me tell you this much.
Wait. How you came to what?
How I came to be at your Chantry. The animal house. Well, that's what I call it.
Yeah. There may be some validity here, but let me tell you this much, Lily. The conversation. I'm acting currently as a favor repository. What's one more? But my feeling is that this conversation should not occur here in this abattoir of yours, if that's possible.
Well, it does need some tidying up. But let me tell you how I came to be there. I don't know who, but I was trapped there, and I can only describe it as a curse was placed upon me.
You were trapped there.
Oh yes. To search for forbidden knowledge endlessly in the library. It was
Oh no.
It was quite a pickle, let me tell you. But I wish I could tell you who cursed me, but what I can tell you is
that part of the curse?
They have no idea what forbidden knowledge is.
Oh.
No idea at all.
I see. Are we sure? I look at Marjory. I say, are we sure, Gilgood? This sounds like your boy.
Oh, not Gilgood.
No, I don't think he has.
Gilgood could never. Gilgood's a sweetheart. You must tell. Will you take some lemonade back for Gilgood?
We're definitely gonna murder him, but
Yeah, he's toast.
Oh, well, he's old.
Agreed. Yeah.
Old people die so easily.
Well,
Try it.
yeah. I mean, it's a distribution. I mean, we can talk about that later.
You see, like, a little bit of smoke start to come off my staff. This is a threat. She's throwing down the gauntlet.
No, these webs. You have no idea how dry these webs
I
are.
didn't mean you. I mean the ravages of time. And you're so...
What are you doing
You're
to
so
those poor
youthful.
people downstairs? Are you taking advantage of them? What are you doing to them?
Oh, no. I rent the place.
Mm.
Can we see inside the bedroom from where we are?
You cannot. No.
Oh, God. I don't want to.
Please, I got a lot of reading to do. So that's all I know. I
Still
was
cursed.
I was cursed, but it's
But hold on. But you got better. What do you mean
I-
you were? What do you mean you were cursed?
it's
And then you saw the egg, and then it sounds like horse shit. Or spiders.
if my mother doesn't want one of her children to be cursed,
Say no more.
say no more.
Bless her abdomen.
Tell Ricky I said hi. Now may I
Sure.
show you out?
No, we know exactly how to get out.
Mm.
It was a pleasure.
Yep, just keep biting those young men. She thinks that's like a good like goodbye. Like, just keep chewing on them, and then
Sure.
she's gonna leave.
Okay.
I go last. I'm walking backwards and never turn my back to her. And it's just like daggers the whole time.
So you now tell me if I'm railroading you, but you take the egg back to
Yeah, it's already securely.
back to
Oh,
the
yeah.
You're gonna take
Yeah.
that straight back to Ricky as soon as you can.
Yeah. Return of the
Yeah.
Quest experience. World of Warcraft style. He's
Ricky
got
is
an
still there and
exclamation
he's
point
still
above his head.
he's not playing. You don't hear the saxophone
The fleep,
reverberating
fleep.
through the house,
Right.
but he is still playing Olivia on Rose just to himself as you come back and just dancing with someone who isn't there. And when you see him and he sees you and he sees the egg, he falls to his knees and he says, "Thank you. Thank you."
Ruffle his head. You're a good kid.
Chip, chip, chip. I say
And he
now. The one thing I
takes
know
it-
about eggs is that they're quite fragile. So obviously, take it into account.
He takes it and it disappears into his hands like a magic.
Oh
trick.
shit! I'm like, oh no,
It's
and I
fine.
start.
It's fine. I have
Oh,
I have a
is that-
couple of tricks of my own.
okay.
But
I fold it all back up. Okay, yeah. Okay.
all of you, I owe you a debt. I don't know if I can fully repay it, but
Favor.
Oh, we get a favor. Thank God I got trapped in the bathroom for no freaking reason.
All right, we're up one.
I'll see you guys whenever you need me most. I promise you that.
Perfect.
And he melts away
Oh,
into
I freak out again. Like, oh God.
just a tiny bird, a
Oh.
normal raven,
See, I knew birds were going to be part of this.
and he flies away.
I knew it.
And that's where we're going to leave our story for today.
No, the government spies on us with birds.
I fucking don't know. Could be.
Why not? There was a drone flying by my house the other day.
Yeah, no, they're after my mage secrets. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Here,
happens
so-
next.
So here is a
Wow.
piece of mage lore for all.
Hmm.
So the very first time I ever got Mike Krahulik to play a role-playing game
Hmm.
was Mage, because that was my obsession in high school.
Hmm.
And I had another friend named Jake who played a character very similar to yours, Tabby,
Hmm.
where the focus was connected with drugs. And so Mike plays like an Order of Hermes, like full-on like studious magician type person, and he doesn't know all the stuff that we know about role playing, right? Where it's like we kind of have to put up with some stuff from other people in order for the game to work, right?
Mhm.
And so I finally get the two of them together. They're finally together. The first thing Jake does is try to cast a spell in Mike's apartment, And of course, he starts to use drugs in his apartment, and Mike kicks out the other character. Kicks the only other character. We were only playing with 2 players.
Oh my god.
He kicks the other player out.
He was using drugs.
Which is the correct character move. Like everything, he didn't do anything wrong. I'm just saying that we put up with a lot if we've been playing these games for a long time, right? God.
Well, we have to decide who wins the award for Magic versus Patrick.
I
will say this: my plot went largely as I expected,
Oh,
so I'm
okay.
glad
Well,
it didn't go. It didn't get completely fucking derailed.
no, not this time.
But I'm going to give the award, if I may, to Marjory Macallister for the continuing threat of the destruction of Lily, which might have made things difficult for me. I don't know what I would have done if the egg were destroyed.
Yeah,
I was going for that.
Yeah.
Yo, us Hermes kids are crazy, and my main domain is like elemental fire. So if there's ever a chance to cast a fireball at a were spider, you gotta know my old Scottish ass is gonna do that.
here,
Because
but
that's my some Balrog-esque like. Oh,
That's why
ruined.
Hugo stepped in to tank so you could get up there, because most of my shit is just, probability. Like in a direct fight, I don't know what the fuck I was gonna do.
I'll protect you. I would die for Hugo.
There is more powerful stuff that everybody else has.
As soon as you like Kiko were like, oh yeah, Hugo calls his mom. I was like, oh, if Marjory picks up, he's a mama's boy. It's gonna be all bad because she's gonna be like,
oh no, he's 100% a mama's boy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Listen, elderly cabal friend.
But it never occurred to
You
me
must
before.
purge the vampires.
It never occurred to me before right now what an emotional mess Hermes camp is. Like
so
these
chaotic.
young Hermes, can you imagine? Holy shit, that's fraught. That's
Well,
emotionally fraught.
thank you so much for being here.
It's our
Tabitha
pleasure.
Sheehan of Child's Play Charity can be found streaming on the Child's Play Charity Twitch.
True.
4 days a week, I believe.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Mhm.
Jasmine, that bronze girl Bhullar, the queen, as far as I'm concerned, of twitch.tv, can be found at
Apex.
twitch.tv/that bronze girl.
Not at
Kiko.
twitch.tv/Dexter Delacour. Don't
Yeah,
follow
fuck
that
Dexter
guy. He's
Delacour.
a dick.
I was gonna jump in and ask if Lily was a subscriber to Dex, because then it would have
That
been
would've-
on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would
that
have
would
then
handle
it
it.
would have been fucking on. I don't think
Wow.
Lily knows what Twitch is.
Yeah.
I
We
think
don't know.
she's more of a reader. Like she's in them books. But Kiko Villaseñor, who is the creative director at Penny Arcade
True.
and oversees all of the beautiful things that they create, and Jerry Holkins, who I believe you have a website of your own that's
Well,
really taking off.
we're hoping to launch in March.
Okay, well, once you have a URL, let me know and I'll plug it.
Thanks, pal.
Until next time, thank you for joining us, and remember, hubris.
Hubris.